and welcome. You're watching a special show on the Bihar Assembly elections powered by Statistically Speaking. The Bihar elections are set to take place in two phases on the 6th and 11th of November, and the results will be announced on the 14th of November. The state's longest-serving Chief Minister Nitish Kumar is facing a legacy fight backed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's double-engine government, while the opposition Mahagathbandhan is being jointly led by Tejasvi Yadav from the RJD and Rahul Gandhi of the Congress. Hoping to make dents this election will be the Suraj party and Prashant Kishor, who are now entering the fray. While there are several seat sharing and alliance talks that are taking place, the main focus is what the people of Bihar think, and that's precisely what NewsX's opinion poll brings to you. The first question that we asked: are you in favor of change of power in Bihar? 62% said yes, 33% said no, 5% said can't say. Majority says yes, they want a change of power in Bihar. Number two, we asked: has the government of good governance really replaced the jungle raj in Bihar in the last 20 years? 64% say yes, 26% say no, 10% say can't say. Question number three: how do you see the impact of alcohol prohibition in Bihar? 36% said that it has led to reduction in crime, 19% said it has led to a huge loss of revenue, 40% said there's been no impact, and 5% can't say. Question number four that we posed: according to you, what is the biggest issue of the people of Bihar? 12% say corruption, 5% say crime, 3% say migration, and 50% say unemployment, while 30% say all of the above. And last but not least, the fifth question that we posed: according to you, which political party has potential to change the picture of Bihar? 28% say the Mahagathbandhan, which is the RJD plus, 43% say the NDA, BJP plus, and 15% say the Suraj party, 5% say others, while 9% can't say. I'll now take all of these questions and their answers with the guests joining us on the broadcast as well. I have with me Advocate Manasvi Thapar, political analyst, and Sumit Peer, political commentator, with us as well. Manasvi, your first thoughts when we talk about change of power in Bihar. 62% people are saying yes, they want a change of power, but interestingly, when we asked which political party has the potential to change the picture of Bihar, 43% say the NDA, but the focus is on BJP plus and not necessarily big fans, it seems, of Nitish Kumar here. Your thoughts?
I think the biggest factor against Nitish Kumar is anti-incumbency and the age factor. Apart from that, I think the people of Bihar and across India have not found any fault in him. Only thing what the political characteristics of Nitish Kumar has been the new term which has come against him is the Palturam politics which he has initiated in our country. That is something which is going against him. Apart from that, I don't think there are any corruption charges or there are any non-developmental charges. He's a decent man. He's a very good politician. But the Palturam image and the anti-incumbency factor added with the health issues, age issues, are something which is going against him. Apart from that, in terms of his working culture, in terms of his non-corrupt image, all these things are in his favor. But yes, with time, anti-incumbency and the kind of politics which he has played as a Palturam politician, that is going to go against him. Having said that, BJP is a very strong party, be it at center level, be it at the state level, but they don't have a chief ministerial candidate as of now. They are strong by the characteristics of BJP. They are strong because of the Prime Minister's Narendra Modi's narrative as a strong Prime Minister. But at the state level, they may have booth level karyakartas much bigger, much larger than JDU, but they don't have a chief ministerial first level of leaders as of now. If they win, they may choose anyone and that person can lead the BJP. It can be a two and a half year formula wherein JDU can be there and then BJP would lead it. But at a front leader perspective from any political party, it is Tejasvi Yadav who's leading the force in Bihar, setting the narrative there. It is Tejasvi Yadav, not even JDU, not even BJP, not even Congress. A front runner to become the chief minister, an individual point of politics would be Tejasvi Yadav, who's seen as a politician who's doing that hustle at the grassroots level, creating that narrative of Bihar. It is him. No other individual is there. In political parties, in political parties' perspective, the strongest party is BJP, and the second strongest party is RJD, followed by JDU and Congress, with very thin margin of the strength which they would have. But overall, I would feel BJP is the central political party there, and Tejasvi Yadav is the central figure in the politics of Bihar as of now. Which way the swing is going to go, we can't tell as of now. But it's a kate ki takkar, and what I feel it is going to be it's slightly towards hung assembly as of now, because no clear winner or no clear winner from any alliance is seen as of now.
Okay, all right. Let me bring in Sumit Peer as well. Sumit, your thoughts on the same. I want to understand from your perspective, when majority of the people do favor change of power in Bihar, but when we ask the question which political party has the potential to change the picture of Bihar, 28% say Mahagathbandhan, 48% still say the NDA, which is the BJP plus, and the face as of now, of course, is Nitish Kumar.
Devkaji, thank you for having me on your show. Look, if you look at the ground, if you're somebody who is there for last 2 decades, that is what Nitish Babu is there, with this alliance or that alliance, he has managed to stick to the power. Now, but natural, after 2 decades, there'll be some amount of anti-incumbency which will build against him. And again, what Manasvi rightly said, age is a problem. Then there are some health issues which have cropped up here and there. Moreover, but there are no corruption charges. There is not a thing like a Jangal Raj. There are not any those, Bhai Bhatijawad. So these things are not there. Now, if you look at the other side, when you look at the other side, you have Tejasvi Yadav. He somehow carries Lalu Yadav's legacy, but also Lalu Yadav's baggage. He's the only convicted politician in India is Lalu Yadav. One of the few convicted, I would rather say. Then the brother is Tej Pratap is completely against the family. If you look at whatever he has been talking, it doesn't go with their scheme of things. Now, Misa Bharti has her own kind of circle of influence, which is again towing away. Then when he does a tie-up with Rahul Gandhi, Devikaji is fundamentally seen weak in his constituency, because a lot of people have been questioning, why do you need to do a tie-up with Rahul Gandhi in Bihar? Rahul Gandhi is not a player there. He is not a force there. Even if you had a tie-up with somebody who was a regional or a local player, still we'll understand. But why on Rahul Gandhi? And if you look at the history of whoever has tied up with Rahul Gandhi, unfortunately, the history says the tie-ups did not go well. In fact, they ended up cannibalizing their own seats for Rahul Gandhi, which happened in the Chunav of 2024. The 55 or 45 seats which Mr. Rahul Gandhi got extra is basically the other, because of that Indie alliance thing, everybody's seats fell into Congress's lap. It was a cannibalization of their own seats, which they ended up doing. Now, if you look at the BJP plus fold, so you have Nitish Babu, who has his legacy, who has his foothold. Then you have Mr. Paswan there. He's a young leader. He has his foothold. Then you have Jitendra Manjhi there. And the new player in the whole fold is Prashant Kishor. He is very soon going to announce his list of candidates from the seats. So once we see the list of candidates and which candidates he is kind of put in, we'll get a glimpse, we'll get an idea, is he really fighting the election, or is he helping anybody to win or lose the election? No, that will be also an important factor to it. What exactly is he doing? Look, Prashantji has been always a political strategist. He knows this game well. But at the end of the day, when you cut across these, regional and social dynamics, but when you talk to the common man on the ground, then the Modi guarantee works somewhere down the line. Look, if it's a guarantee, let's XYZ coming from Rahul Gandhi, same XYZ coming from Prime Minister Modi. Obviously, people will blame Modi ji more than Rahul Gandhi. That is, the belief in the brand Modi is so strong, it can pull on. And then they know if they get the mandate, Prime Minister Modi will do whatever it has to be done. You have to, find a leader. You have to build a leader. Whatever it has to be done, it will do it. I mean, it will maintain. It will let the things go up. And especially after the development of UP, Devikaji, people in Bihar aspire for that kind of development. They say if UP, which was called a Bimaru state, is number 2nd in the GDP in whole of India today, why can't Bihar be there? And let me quote you, the Honorable Prime Minister has said that the India cannot have that kind of a growth unless until UP and Bihar come in that kind of a growth fray, wherein they are really becoming the GDP contributors and drivers. And Bihar has immense potential. Biharis are very hardworking, very intelligent people. It's because of this caste politics and all, the things have not been so well. As far as Tejasvi Yadav is concerned, look, BJP is a cadre-based party. Samrat Chaudhary can be the CM or anybody else can be the CM whom we don't know. But when it comes to Tejasvi Yadav, he is de facto the chief ministerial candidate. Na? Even Bhaiya cannot become, even Didi cannot become. He is de facto the chief ministerial candidate. So for those Parivarwadi parties, the issue is settled. But for a BJP-based party or any other, the cadre will decide, the party will decide, the election commission, election committee of the party will decide. Then finally, a most competent person will be put in. It can be a male, it can be a female. Even the Jati Janganna will be taken care of. A lot of those parameters will be taken care of. The fact remains that the guarantee is more stronger with Modi, that people understand that. People of UP want development. People of Bihar want development like UP. That's point number 2. And point number 3, Devika Ji, there is no such bada mudda or a issue to which Rahul Gandhi and Tejasvi Yadav can latch on to and build it big. As you know, SIR and all has not worked for them. So what is the issue? What is that magic, issue which can really pull them around? If you look at 2024 Lok Sabha elections, try to pull them down to the assembly, it's a clean sweep for NDA. But even politics, nothing is sure. I understand local, assembly elections and parliamentary elections are different. But what is that issue? What is that mudda which you and me don't see? There's not anything. SIR did not work. Rahul Gandhi's rally gathered some initial momentum, but it did not work out. And what I know for sure, the people in UP and Bihar, they understand politics even much better than us on these TV panels. They know where the trends are, they know how it is going, and they will understand exactly who's trying to do what. But if you look at the overall compass, I think they might want a different chief minister, but they want the same combo. They want this Modi ki guarantee to come, double engine sarkar to come. Maybe it is not Nitish Babu, they might want a different person. Possibly this time from BJP, and that is what BJP will do if they win. They'll want to have their own chief minister so that the legacy continues. Nitish Babu is a great guy, what Manas Bhai said. Nothing against him, but after some time, newer people have to be given chance. Newer generation has to come on, and with all the clan of NDA, I think everybody, if you break it down to seats, Devkaji, everybody has a stronghold. Everybody has certain seats which they are going to win anyhow. But with Rahul Gandhi coming with Tejasvi Yadav, the things have completely changed. We are not sure what the Congress is going to do. And traditionally, the track record of Congress has been, you pull the ship down. That is how Congress works.
Okay.
Devika Ji.
On that note, let's also take a look at the YouTube Snap survey that we have conducted on an interesting name once again in the election, which is Prashant Kishor. The first question that we posed was the Prashant Kishor factor. Is it really working on the ground in Bihar? 35% of the respondents say yes, it's working strongly. 32% say there's been some impact but not much. 23% say no, it's not working, and 9% say that it's too early to say. The second question that we posed, from which constituency is Prashant Kishor most likely to contest the upcoming Bihar election? 43% say Patna itself. 19% say Hajipur, 22% say Vaishali, and 16% say it could be another constituency. We asked, Prashant Kishor's Jan Swaraj movement primarily represents the aspirations of which group of voters? 49% say that he represents the youth, 13% say urban voters, 15% say rural voters, 23% say all of the above. So these are the questions that we posed, and one more question that we posed was, will Prashant Kishor's wife contest the election? 55% people say yes, it's possible that Prashant Kishor's wife will also contest the elections. 45% say no, only Prashant Kishor will remain active. So Manasvi, let me bring you back into the conversation. Like I said, interesting name for many years, not just in Bihar but also in several other elections in India, where Prashant Kishor has been known as one of the masterminds behind campaign strategies and helping people win elections. But the big question that everyone asks is, why exactly is he not being able to really open his own khata?
Because he's the mastermind of elections. So maybe it is too early for him to understand which way the politics of Bihar is going. And also, though he's a mastermind, fighting elections for other people, other political party is one thing, and fighting your own election, managing the funds, managing the candidates, they're all multiple level of political place which come into politics, and it is not easy to fight an election with very strong political parties who have in roots in any state, be it, for example, in Bihar, RJD has strong roots across Bihar, across each village of Bihar, and similarly JDU has that kind of momentum there. And BJP is a very strong party. Congress is a national political party. So all the four parties are very strong, very grassrooted, have their own share of difficulties. Coming up with a new political party with a new idea, not a new idea, but presenting it in a way where youth would be mobilized, converting them into votes is a different challenge. Getting a social media space, getting a media space, getting some kind of momentum on your bhashans is one part of things. Other part is converting those people who are interested to you, who give you views or likes, converting those likes and views into votes is a new challenge in itself. It is not very easy. These are traditional political parties working since generations, and only after that much of time they have generated this kind of a vote bank, and it is not very easy. And even after all these years, JDU, RJD are not national political parties. It's not a very easy game to enter a political party, to start a political party and expect a political party being a strategist that you'll be a kingmaker. These are two very big terms. I don't think that is going to have that kind of impact, though I believe that his kind of politics, his vision for Bihar, his ideas for Bihar, his ideas for the youth of our nation, I think for Bihar are amazing. And any political party which is going to come in power can follow those ideas. But on the political ground aspect of things, I feel it is very different, very distant as a dream. But I would only want to congratulate him to have that courage to form a political party, fight an election, get candidates, and then do that. I Sumit Bhai and you, we all are sitting in our AC chambers and discussing this. But I know politics is a very difficult and a different game, and I can only congratulate him. But I feel personally that it's a distant dream to be even a kingmaker at this juncture. It is too early for me to suggest that he's going to play a very pivotal role in Bihar elections. No, I don't feel so. But I congratulate him. I welcome his courage in Indian politics, and that is how it should be. As a political strategist, I have not seen in last so many decades people coming out in politics, be it from any profession, but he took that courage. And coming to Bihar is a very, very big challenging stuff which he has done. But it is not easy. It is far from easy. So I feel the major political parties are going to be BJP plus and RJD plus only political parties, which are going to have some kind of momentum. They have their fixed vote bank, and only where a party is going to play, that is where he can make a mark. Apart from that, I feel it's a very distant dream for him to believe, or people of Bihar to believe that there can be a change maker in Bihar in the political aspect of things.
Okay, let me bring in Sumit as well into the conversation. Sumit, the question we posed was the Prashant Kishor factor. Is it really working on the ground? 35% people say it's working strongly. Some say that there's some impact, but not much. But overall, it seems that people do think somewhere there is a Prashant Kishor factor. I want to understand from you, what is the Prashant Kishor factor? Something that we've been talking about for a long time, but what is it really? What does it boil down to?
Devika ji, there are honestly three aspects of it. First aspect is Mr. Prashant is a seasoned professional. He knows his job as a profession, what he has been doing. Then he had a short stint with Nitish Babu also. It did not work. Then, Prashant Kishore started with the image that I can make you win the elections. I can turn the elections around. That started with 2014. Then there was a formula. If you want to win an election, you have to go to look at Prashant Kishore. Slowly that fizzled out. Then he went to Nitish Babu and said, okay, let me kind of work with you. And still things did not work out. Then there's a new Prashant Kishore who has said, okay, let me go and do it myself. So people have seen through all these stages. People have seen all through phases. Getting, traction on social media, on YouTube, on TV channels is okay. But, in Bihar, what they rightly said, you don't cast your vote, but you vote your caste. there is an important aspect of Bihar. We like it or not, ये एक कटु सत्य है. This is a वास्तविकता of Bihar politics. You vote your caste. Caste equations are very, very dominant in Bihar, and there are those people who have mapped them to the core. They have mapped them to the roots. Now you can come up with a good idea. You can come up with a new idea which will be welcomed. People who are net savvy, people who are internet savvy, people who are those, they will kind of like you. They will love you. But at the end of the day, when you want them to go and exactly turn those likings into a vote, that is something which is very difficult in Bihar. Like in Tamil Nadu, there was a great there was a great vanity fair from Mr. Annamalai, but when it came to the converting those into votes, unfortunately it did not really happen in the on the ground. So Prashant Kishor is a good guy with all the positive ideas, but people also see that it is the last attempt of Mr. Prashant Kishor to be relevant in the Indian politics. That is, he's contesting on his own. But at the grassroots level, how much can he deliver? What can he deliver? And I'll give you an analogy, Devika ji. You know how people look at it. Look, we all know there's a Ram Darbar. In Ram Darbar, we have Ram, Lakshman, Mata, Sita, and we have Bajrang Bali. Bajrang Bali is the sevak of Prabhu Shri Ram. Bajrang Bali can never become Ram. And if Bajrang Bali ever tries to become Ram, then दुनिया का हो जाएगा काम. So that is how exactly it works. If you are destined to be a number two, you may be the most important person after Prabhu Shri Ram, and you might be helping Prabhu Shri Ram to win all kinds of battles and get over all kinds of obstacles. But Bajrang Bali or Hanumanji cannot be Prabhu Ram. That is also a given. So somewhere down the line, Mr. Kishore is a fantastic guy. He can help people win. He can strategize. But how much is he able to do it on his own? And how much people will accept him in that role? That is also important. He may have all the good intentions. He might have all the capabilities. But do people kind of relate him there? Do the people see him there? And he has been with all kind of parties. Look, he doesn't have an affinity. He doesn't have an image. He has been with everybody who wanted to win an election. So even that image in the election is something which is important. Where do people see you? Are you middle? Are you right? Are you left? There is no image. It's just, it's a mix and match of a lot of things. But will that mix and match prevail and cut through the caste equations? No, because the guarantee is not there. If it's a Modi factor, it can, because there's a Modi guarantee there. There's a Modi legacy there. So the goodwill of the person is very, very huge. It can cut through those shackles. But if I am Prashant Kishore with all the good intentions, with all the noble intentions, but will I be able to break through those shackles? The answer is possibly no, because they will not be able to believe you. Bhai, kya karega baad mein? Will he be able to deliver or not? We don't want to be in a situation where we are caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. If you have a Tejasvi, you know what the outcome is going to be. If you have a BJP NDA, you know 99% what the outcome is going to be. Okay, you go and put this money on a third guy, and knowing the track record, which is kind of bit opportunistic in nature, you may not want to gamble it out. You may not want to go all chips in. I think voting from Prashant Kishore will be like going those all chips in. It might take you to a jackpot and you might lose everything what is on the table. So he's a coming power. Let's see in a couple of elections, how does he stand? And is he able to get a caste, equation on the ground intact and make his own pockets of influence, which can eventually turn into votes, Devika ji.
Okay, all right. On that note, we also have some more details coming in as far as Prashant Kishore is concerned. Now, Prashant Kishore, viewers, is an election strategist turned politician. He has worked with major political parties like the BJP, INC, the Aam Aadmi Party, the YSRCP, the DMK and the TNC. Kishore is well known for his role as an election strategist. He came to the fore when his political campaign to help then Gujarat Chief Minister Narendra Modi was successful in the 2012 Assembly elections. He was born in 1977 and belongs to the Konar village of Rohtas district. He was born to Shrikant Pandey, a physician, and Sushila Pandey, a homemaker. Later, his father shifted to Buxar in Bihar. He completed his secondary education in Buxar and then moved to Hyderabad to pursue engineering. Kishore is married to Janvi Das, a physician hailing from Guwahati, Assam, with whom he has a son. Kishore initially worked with the United Nations for 8 years as he was trained in public health before entering Indian politics. In 2011, his first ever major political campaign was to help Narendra Modi, the then Chief Minister of Gujarat, in the Assembly elections. He got re-elected as CM for the third time in the Gujarat Assembly elections in 2012. In 2013, he established Citizens for Accountable Governance, CAG, which is a media and publicity company in preparation for the May 2014 general election in India. It became India's first political action committee. In 2014, he helped Narendra Modi-led BJP win the Lok Sabha election, and the party came up with an absolute majority in the nation. He was credited for formulating an innovative marketing and advertising campaign for Narendra Modi, including the Chai Pe Charcha discussions, the 3D rallies, Run for Unity, Manthan and social media programs. Prashant Kishor parted ways with Narendra Modi and converted CAG into a specialist policy outfit, the Indian Political Action Committee, or the IPAC, which is a platform for students and young professionals to make their choice, participate and make meaningful contributions to political affairs and governance of the nation. Without being a part of any political party, the CAG members and Prashant Kishor together as IPAC worked with Nitish Kumar for a third-time win in the 2015 Bihar Assembly elections. Prashant Kishor decided the strategy, the resources and alliances for the campaign. With the IPAC, he had designed a slogan, Nitish ke Nishchay Vikas ki Guarantee. Nitish Kumar won the third time and appointed Prashant Kishor as his advisor for planning and programming and implementation. In January 2020, the relationship couldn't continue and he was expelled from the Janata Dal United for criticizing Nitish Kumar's supportive stand on CAA. In 2017 Punjab Assembly elections, he helped the candidate of Congress party Amrinder Singh in the Punjab Assembly polls. He also won the election and became the CM. Before that, the party had lost 2 consecutive elections in the state. For 2017 UP election campaign, he was also deployed by the Congress party. Till now, the only time his strategy did not work has been in the 2017 Uttar Pradesh elections, when he worked with the Indian National Congress. In May 2017, Prashant Kishor was appointed as a political advisor to YS Jagannath Reddy. With the IPAC, he formulated and designed several election campaigns in an attempt to change the image of the party. He won the election with a large majority, 151 out of the 175 seats. In 2020, Prashant Kishor was the election campaign strategist for Aam Aadmi Party in the 2020 Delhi Legislative Assembly elections. The party was able to win with a majority of 62 out of 70 seats in 2020, and he was appointed as an advisor of the All India Trinamool Congress for the 2021 West Bengal Legislative Assembly elections. And of course, the list really does go on as far as Prashant Kishor's success in curating political campaigns is concerned. But currently in Bihar, he is looking to make his entry as a politician himself. Sumit, back to you. Your final thoughts as far as the Bihar Assembly elections are concerned.
It would be the NDA who will sail through, and comfortably. NDA will sail through comfortably because they're all alliances and partners have solid vote banks and pockets which are going to culminate into votes. Tejasvi Yadav tying up with Rahul Gandhi is not going to end up well for him, because though at a conceptual level it might look to be a Mahagathbandhan and all, but when it comes to votes, Rahul Gandhi carries a legacy with him which will enter into the fray. So Tejasvi Yadav has to be ready to take the brunt of it. And I don't know, why did he even need to do a tie-up? He could have done well on his own. So it will be election interesting to watch, and there are only 2 phases. SIR did not really catch on what Rahul Gandhi would have expected. His rallies did not catch on. And there is no bada mudda on which can be that the magical wand which you can do gilly and turn the things around. So with all those factors and the Modi guarantee in the back end, I think NDA is poised for a good win. Now, of course, Nitish Babu may or may not be the chief minister. That is something which will be seen at a later date. That is my final take on it, Devika ji.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Sumit. We leave it there and slip into a very short break.